Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Marie D, and this is my channel, Marie D Creator Advice, and I'm here to give you all sorts of advice on being a spicy creator on OnlyFans and Fansly and growing your subscription pages solely from your social media. First and foremost, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for checking out my channel. Giving creator advice is something that I'm very passionate about, and I think it is very important to this community. Even though being an OnlyFans creator is more common nowadays, it unfortunately is still taboo in our society, at least in my opinion, because there is still so much stigma against what we do as adult content creators. And even as social media influencers in general, people oftentimes don't give credit where credit is due when it comes to how hard this job is. So I am your OnlyFans big sister, Marie D, and I am here to give you some advice on today's topic, which is TikTok. So today's video is going to be all about how I use TikTok to grow my subscription pages. TikTok is an extremely conservative app, so you have to be really, really clever and very careful about how you promote yourself within this app. And one of the key things about TikTok is having different niches in several accounts. But before we get into that, I want to remind you that I do have a creator advice blog. I host it on Fansly and it is Marie D Creator Advice. I'll make sure to have it in the description. It has everything that you would want to see from the very beginning of my journey. Within 3 months of starting OnlyFans with zero following, zero support, zero anything, I had made over $100,000 and I immediately started documenting what I did. A lot of my advice is gonna be from those early days and it's still really useful and interesting to see. Now that I'm back active as a creator advice giver, I have a lot of new posts and this TikTok video will of course come with a post for that blog as well. That's gonna be way more insightful. Everything I post on the blog is way more detailed and it's way more applicable to specifically adult content creators on OnlyFans and Fansly. These videos I put on YouTube are gonna be the stuff that is surface level that I can give you advice on. Everything more in depth is gonna be on that blog at mariedcreatoradvice.com. So I hope to see you there. I hope you love it. Let me know. And always feel free to comment different topic ideas because I can definitely do different topics, but today is such an important one because we're getting into TikTok. TikTok was the first platform I've ever gone viral on. One of my first viral videos ever was just a thirst trap and basically a transformation video, which used to do amazing for me on TikTok. And wow, how times have changed on TikTok because the platform is completely different than it was 3 years ago when I started OnlyFans. First and foremost, I want you guys to join me on a journey of starting a brand new TikTok page, which I just did last week. If you have a moment, please go to TikTok and open my brand new page, Marie D Online. The actual username is at maried.online, and this is a TikTok page I started about a week and a half ago from the date of me filming this video. I want to kind of talk through this account and I want you to follow it if you're interested in seeing how I use TikTok to promote my OnlyFans in a way that is safe for work and appropriate for anybody on TikTok. This brand new account's sole purpose is going to be to promote my TikTok, and I want to go over some really key components that you want to do when starting a new TikTok account. And the reason I want you to follow my TikTok account is to see exactly what I'm posting, how often, what type of content, what kind of niche I'm doing, how I have my bio, what I'm posting on my TikTok story. If we go through it like that, I believe I can give you a really good idea on the first steps to starting and opening a TikTok account to promote your spicy content pages. First and foremost, you want to pick a username that is going to adhere to your brand. Remember, as an independent creator that doesn't use an agency, that doesn't have, huge celebrity endorsements, which I didn't have either, you really need to start a brand for yourself, okay? This is something that every large creator has mastered, is starting a brand for themselves that can be recognized very easily. My biggest takeaway for starting your brand and picking your name is pick 2 names. This is some advice I got from my friend Ali Ray. She is an amazing creator and has given me so many different tips of advice, but having 2 names is going to set you apart from creators who have your same name. Marie D versus just Marie. If you look up just Marie, there will be so many ambiguous answers and people to come up. But if you search up Marie D, it's very specifically me. Whenever I go on interviews, whenever I get featured on things, I make sure they always call me by both names, even if it sounds a little extra. I am Marie D. Both names go hand in hand. Whenever you're opening your new TikTok account, which something really fun and cool for you to do right now while you're watching this video is starting a new TikTok account and just doing little things that I talk about. Why not start a new account? One thing about new accounts is they're always gonna be pushed more. They're always gonna generate more newer views, newer audiences, people who've never seen you before, and that's what you wanna reach. Start a new account with me. We'll go through this together. Let's hold hands. And we're gonna do this together. First, make sure both of your names are in your handle, and I'm starting a new kind of brand word, which is Marie D Online. I recently had to change my Instagram handle from @maried.co to @mariedonline. And I want to give you just a random tip. If you have .co, .net, .com, in your username, Instagram will not suggest you and they won't let people tag you. So make sure to change that up. I switched mine to Marie D Online on Instagram. If you wanna follow me there, @maried online, go ahead and check it out. Super important to follow me and other creators you look up to on Instagram to see what they're posting. Now that we have our new username that includes both of our names and whatever else you need to make that handle unique, for example, mine, @mariedonline, we're gonna start going through the things I post on this new TikTok account that has gotten it to almost 6,000 followers in less than 2 weeks. 6,000 followers is not a ton, but given the time I've had the account, it's a brand new account. I haven't featured it on any of my other grown accounts. I haven't even put it on Instagram or anywhere else. I am getting so many views on this account, and all I'm doing is posting extremely safe for work content and a certain pattern that I think really, really will give your account an advantage. So next step, you're gonna choose a profile picture for yourself. Make sure, again, you're on TikTok. It needs to be conservative, no cleavage. So this picture, I like it a lot because it's a bright picture. You want it to be a bright picture that's gonna stand out, that people are gonna immediately recognize you. And I'm wearing a bright color on a dark background. You can easily do the opposite, dark color, bright background. Make sure it's a flattering photo, obviously, that can be seen from a very small size. Most importantly, make sure that it is appropriate. When you are posting on TikTok or doing anything on TikTok, just imagine that like your really religious aunt is right there watching and judging you, okay? I want you to do that every time you're going on TikTok, just so that you can not get banned, okay? TikTok loves a ban and they love to not suggest you on the For You feed, and we'll go through that in a second. Okay, so now that we have our username, our profile picture, let's go into the bio. What are we gonna have in our bio? For my bios on TikTok, I like to have one tagline, which is a very simple saying. This one says a little bit of everything because this is a newer account, so I didn't wanna limit it to one niche. I put a little bit of everything. I have office stuff on there. I have modeling stuff on there, and I'm even gonna have some talking videos. I already put one in Spanish on there that did really well. Some of my other taglines that are for, like for example, my office account, some of them say corporate cutie. Another account says, is it lunchtime yet? So I always put a little cheeky tagline at first. It really humanizes the account and allows people to see like this is a real person. Then I'm going to do my best to funnel people to Instagram. And why is this? Because on TikTok, you can't post any links. You can't have a link in bio that leads to a link page, you'll get banned. You can't have a link in your story that leads to a link page, you'll get banned. They are so serious about not having any links, even if you have it double or triple linked. I've tried everything under the sun and I lose every account that I try this to. Some creators may be able to get away with it. I personally don't. So this is why I'm not gonna suggest you put any sort of link page on your TikTok account. I'm gonna suggest that you try to funnel all of your TikTok followers and viewers to your Instagram. So the second line of our bio, mine says better on Insta. I purposely misspelled Insta just so TikTok doesn't read it as Instagram. But I also put my @ Marie D Online, which is my Instagram name. I put a space between the @ and the username so that it doesn't actually tag another TikTok account. So I'm funneling people to my Instagram account through TikTok simply in my bio 2 ways. having that better on Insta, and then @name there for people if they want to go and physically search my name on Instagram. And then below I have my Instagram linked. Now for me, the actual link program that they have to link Instagram never works for me. So I just use the link feature and go into my browser and copy and paste my Instagram link. This way, there's two ways that they can find my Instagram, because they're never gonna find my OnlyFans through this damn TikTok, because they don't let you put any sort of link page. Once they get to my Instagram and view my story, they're gonna see the link in the story, like I'll show you how I have right here. Every 24 hours, me and my assistants make sure we have that link in the story, because people are more likely when seeing you on Instagram to watch that story. Remember, they love the visuals, they love the pictures, but then they'll also see my link in bio on my Instagram page, which is very nice, clean, very easy to funnel right there on Instagram. So just remember, the main purpose of TikTok as a spicy creator is to funnel people to your Instagram. Do not forget that. That is the main thing I want you to get out of this video. Okay, let's go into what I'm posting to grow this brand new account. So we got our name, goes with our brand. We got a nice profile picture that catches the eye but isn't too risque. We have a bio that's funneling people two different ways to our Instagram. So now we're gonna go through what I'm actually posting as short form videos on this brand new account that we started together. Hold hands. Okay, so let me give you an example of the first thing I did. Like I said, I'm posting both modeling and office content on this account. And when I say office content, this is not an office themed account where I'm, acting like an office worker or anything. This is just videos I film while there, because I'm always wearing something office appropriate. Therefore, these videos are gonna be better formatted for TikTok because of their strict guidelines, okay? So let's go into the first example of what I'm posting on this account, which will be a modeling video, just so I can give you an example of a modeling video that I believe is suited well for TikTok.
Body smoking, cigarette, shit nice, figure it, get them the rollerblades, tell them to ski it, stay out doing them Jamaican tips.
So a good tip for posting any sort of video for TikTok, make sure you don't have too much cleavage, and make sure it is not too focused in on things like nipples that are showing through, butt cheeks, anything like that will not work for TikTok. So just keep that in mind. This video performed extremely well for a brand new account. And one thing that my assistants and I noticed do really, really well is that we go from down to up. You can also try up to down when filming, a little zoomed in. People love that. I notice I always get good engagement on videos like that. Try that out for yourself. For the outfit I'm wearing, I just made sure it wasn't showing too much cleavage, and I'm wearing some cute jean shorts. My fans love jeans and jean shorts, so I always try to incorporate those. Pay attention to what your fans like to see you in, depending on your looks and your brand. So that's an example of one of the modeling videos I post. And let me give you an example of more of an office style video I post.
Stop scrolling. Dang. Take a look. Shorty bad as hell. Dang. Let her cook. She got my attention. Dang. Now I'm hooked. Baby, what you...
So as you can notice in that video, I actually used some 4K footage that I had, repurposed it into a TikTok video, which again is something super helpful to take away from this video as well. Repurpose your content in any way you can. Maximize the crap out of your content. If you have one video that's good, you can use it on at least 4 different platforms. Those are 2 examples of what I'm posting. Now I want to give you another bonus tip, okay? This is how I'm choosing the sounds for this account. I am going into TikTok, pressing the plus button to upload a new video. I am choosing the video that I want to upload, and I am letting TikTok select the sound. So that is how I've been selecting every single sound on this account. I have let TikTok select it for me. No matter what it is, whether or not I actually enjoy the song personally, I just throw it up there. So I have different accounts that use sounds differently. Some accounts I don't use sounds at all and they perform amazing. This account I wanted to use sounds. So feel free to play around with that as far as what kind of account you start. But this one, like I just showed you, I simply upload the video and let TikTok choose the suggested sound and I go for it. So moving forward, we've posted our first video. We let TikTok select the sound. We made sure the video was flattering, cute, and very appropriate, like our strict Christian aunt was watching us post it. Moving forward, in a day, I'm gonna go through kind of how I post on TikTok, okay? So on this account, since I am putting some extra work into it, I post 2 to 3 times a day. I suggest you do this if you want to put a lot of effort into an account. I personally run about 5 or 6 TikTok accounts and I post once a day on my other ones and they perform very well for me. I personally don't believe you need to post 30 times a day to make it. I have not had to do that and I have several accounts with over 1 million followers. But I believe if you want to put a little extra effort into something new, something that aligns with your brand and can really bring you a good audience, go ahead and plan on posting 2 to 3 times a day to give it that extra and to put that extra effort in it. And if you are a solo creator like I was and like I have always been and you're a one-man show, which luckily I'm not a one-man show anymore because of my wonderful assistants, but I was a one-man show for over a year and I ran about 6 to 8 TikTok accounts all by myself. So I would suggest for you, if you're just getting started, to at least open 3 to 5 TikTok accounts. They need to have specific niches. They need to have one sort of video, and the better the niches, the better the account's gonna do. So don't be afraid to get a little specific in your niche. In 3 months, review them. If some of them flopped, delete them and try something new. So in a day on this TikTok account, I'm gonna post 2 videos, right, that look like that. So once in the morning, once in the afternoon. But between that, I really like posting photos on TikTok right now. Let me give you an example of that. Here's an example of some photos that I post on TikTok up to once a day. I used 4 photos that were based in the office. So I'm wearing an office appropriate outfit, but it could work for any sort of appropriate outfit. I posted 4 photos, and again, I let TikTok choose the sound. Very key component for the success of this specific account, which is what we're going over. So those are the things I'm physically posting on my TikTok wall 3 times a day. 2 videos with the suggested sound and a few photos once a day with the suggested sound as well. One other pro tip that I wanna give you for posting photos is go into ChatGPT and generate a caption. Do this by saying, ChatGPT, please generate a 3-sentence caption about how this white skirt made me feel confident in my workday. That is exactly what I did for this caption here. And like I said, this post performed very well. So you can kind of see right here how this caption looks. It looks like ChatGPT generated it and doesn't really matter. TikTok loves a long caption. They find that the creator is trying to engage more effort into your post. TikTok loves that. So when posting pictures or videos, I use these ChatGPT captions. Not every single post, but I would say at least once a day. Super easy to generate. Like I said, ask ChatGPT to generate a 3-sentence caption and then add the topic of the media that you're posting. So the next part of TikTok that I want you posting every single day, multiple times a day, is gonna be your TikTok story. Let's go ahead and look at my story today. Everything I post on my TikTok story is going to have to do with TikTok. Like I said, they're really strict about posting links, so most of the time I don't even bother posting any links, but I always share my videos of the day. I put the video up there. Sometimes I'll put a little caption like, hey, comment and I'll reply, or a new video, show some love. These are some things you can put in your TikTok story. Then I'll always put 1 to 2 photos. These photos need to be, again, extremely appropriate, fully clothed, a nice selfie, whatever it may be. Just make sure that your Christian aunt would approve. And then another little tip I can give you is reposting a video that got you a lot of engagement. So if you had a video go viral, don't be afraid to post that on your story every once in a while, because that's gonna encourage more story viewers and more interactions with your story, which equals more profile visits, which equals more people funneling to your Instagram, which equals more subscribers, and that's what we want. Okay, so that's a little bit about the TikTok stories that I want to be seeing from you on your new account. Don't forget to keep that story active. You want that little blue ring around your profile. It gives people more stuff to do when they visit your profile, and keeping you there longer, more chances of them going to your Instagram, more chances of TikTok noticing that, and then they're going to promote your profile more. Okay, so every little thing, all the little efforts, they all go into one idea of getting you more subscribers for your spicy pages. Last little tip I want to give you when it comes to starting this TikTok account and what you're going to post every day is going to be using your chat bubble. So here you'll see how I do my little chat bubble. And basically it's just a new feature that TikTok has where you can put kind of like Instagram notes, where you can put a little few word sentence on your profile photo and it will kind of appear like a story does. And you just put a little tagline there. I put really cute things like, oh, Friday plans is what I put today. But when it was Labor Day, I obviously asked my audience what their Labor Day plans are. I'll even put like, what are you doing? You know, maybe encourage some replies and some interactions that way. But I wanna see you post something there every day as well on TikTok. The more TikTok features you use, the better it's gonna be for you. So that is kind of the gist of everything I wanna see you posting on TikTok when you're starting a new account. If you wanna look at some of my other successful accounts, please feel free. I have 2 other really large accounts that I really like. @maried.co is my largest TikTok account. Currently taking a break from it. It's been shadow banned for a long time. And when things like that happen and I get discouraged, I notice starting a new account always brings back that kind of motivation and fire in me to, you know, get back to creating. But feel free to check out that account. My most relevant account right now is @mariedSecret. That account has huge potential to go viral. I get really good engagement on that account. It is an office themed account. If you wanna see more of my modeling and things like that, please check out @maried4K. That is a modeling in 4K TikTok that I really, really love. I get great engagement on that account as well. So check out those. Those are some of my credentials of why I believe I can be giving you this advice effectively. And more importantly, make sure you're following that new account. Let's start this account together. Let's grow together. Use my tactics and let's see if it works for you. My final piece of advice for you is that you need to check the For You page eligibility of every video about 5 minutes after you post it. So you're gonna post a video and then you're gonna check if it is being shown on the For You page. And this is very easy to do. Make sure you're checking if your video is being shown on the For You page about 5 minutes after posting. You want TikTok to process the video and decide if they have an issue with it. Anytime I get unrecommended, it's usually for sexuality or what are the sexual acts or something, I don't know, it's some BS. But there's different reasons that you can be restricted from the For You page, and it's extremely important that the minute you get this violation, you appeal. If the appeal is denied, you need to delete the video and repost something that will get recommended. It's important that you're always posting new things and that they're always going on the For You page. So do not forget to do that extremely crucial part of this video that you need to do when posting, because you can be posting all you want and turns out you're getting violations, not being recommended, you're not For You page eligible, okay? Then there's no point in posting, okay? So that is extremely crucial. To check this, just go to the TikTok video, go to the 3 dots on the bottom right, and you can check insights, okay? Everybody can check insights, even if you're a brand new account. You just need to use those 3 dots on the bottom right of your video when you're logged into the account and go to insights. So that's it for today's video, you guys. I hope this was really helpful. I hope to see your new TikTok accounts out and about and on my For You feed. Please let me know how it goes, and we got this. Again, I am Marie D. Thank you for watching my video here on Marie D Creator Advice. Please make sure to check out my blog. I would love to have you over there, and I will be back next week for another video. Thank you, bye.